Let's get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
But let's get to brass tacks here.
We don't need to fucking practice, Randy!
Oh. That's right.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Brass Tacks Podcast, and we're just hanging out on Christmas Eve. We're your hosts, Rick and Adam. My name is Rick.
Doug, Yas Queen, Christopher Cross.
It's been a while.
Let's forget about it. It's great.
Fucking, I see somebody in the chat that needs their fucking teeth kicked in.
Why? What's going on in the chat?
Fonzie Lee says, I know 3 gay people and Rick is 2 of them. Such a long way to go. I don't even want to say anything when the song is on. I just want to let it go.
Well, we used to get pumped up by this song.
I still do, man. I just don't listen to it enough.
Well, once we started not doing the show from your place,
Yeah.
I didn't prep with Christopher Cross. That was our jam, dude.
You just go in dry now.
Yeah, dude, I go and dry, this is our jam, dude.
Yeah, it really is. If there was one song that had to define us as not only friends, but just as men, that would be it.
Yeah, dude. We're just trying to ride like the wind.
Yeah, it's not getting any easier out there either, dude. There's a lot of wind resistance.
It's breezy.
Yeah, dude. That's our next step is we need to evolve from tracksuits into just full on hot pink windbreakers, like Charlotte Hornets colors from the 90s.
Yeah, but they're not tactical. You could hear someone coming with a fucking swishy suit.
Of course they're
2
not
miles
tactical.
ahead of time.
You're not trying to be tactical in a windbreaker.
I don't want anybody to hear where I'm coming from. I just want to walk around, dude.
Swish, 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 swish.
I don't need to be swishing around.
That's what you're doing. You're just swishing in a windbreaker.
Yeah. That's why the crime was probably so low in the 80s. Like in LA and stuff.
Everyone.
Like all the criminals were just running around in swishy tracksuits.
Absolutely, dude. A lot less child abductions too, because everyone was wearing windbreakers. You can't abduct anyone wearing a windbreaker. They're too goddamn slick.
Oh, that's true, dude. Yeah, because there's it's very it's like you have a wingsuit on almost.
Yeah, you got to ride the
sometimes
windsuit.
it grab you just fucking. You slip
swish out, dude. You just swish on back home.
Yeah, dude. You swish away, man. Yeah. I'd say they should bring them back, but they need to make a silent swish.
Oh, dude. How are you going to make it would have to be covered in some type of petroleum oil, just some kind of oil in general to where that's what you do. You buy a windbreaker and you cover it in Vaseline and that'll stop all the swishing and shit.
I guess. But what? Modern medicine can't figure out how to make a swishless swish tracksuit?
You're right. That's the next stop in human evolution is silent windbreakers.
Kanye's gonna steal that idea from us. You realize that?
Probably. He can have it. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
I'll like it.
Yeah, I'll wear it.
Now we wasted an idea. A swishless tracksuit's gonna come out 2 years from now,
A leather windbreaker.
yeah, dude.
Everybody looks like they're in Missy Elliott videos all over the place.
Ugh.
Bring-
You always liked Missy Elliott. I never really liked her.
I do like Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. She's
Yeah.
she's up there. Some of my top favorite hip hop artists.
I can't get into her.
Yeah, she's an acquired taste. You got to really be a man about town to appreciate Missy Elliott.
I don't know what does that mean?
You just have to be like me. I'm always bopping around. You know, I'm a socialite. You know, you put on a Missy beat, everybody starts dancing, and you break the ice. You're like, "How's it going? My name's Rick. Nice to meet you." And the girl
No.
from the Nick Flap Yap Nip, you know, that type of shit, over and over again.
I don't need air machines blown into garbage bags and stuff. It's just
Dude, you just can't stand the rain, and that's the problem with you.
it's my window, dude.
Against my window.
Whatever, same thing.
I can't stand the rain. When
I always thought she was a lesbian, but
you remember Lorraine from the dispensary?
Yes.
Dude, I used to like sing that song. I'd be like, I can't stand Lorraine, and she'd just be like, fuck you, Rick. I miss that
Yeah,
lady.
she was like what? She was like 95.
Dude, she was so cool. She didn't give a fuck, man. She was so
No,
cool. She was
she was
real
like
quick to tell people to just fuck off. Like she was at that age where she didn't have to care anymore.
she was in her 50s, I would say.
Yeah. Just
Wouldn't
live.
it be funny if she was in her 30s, but
Well, I was gonna say she lived tough. She lived tough. So
yeah.
and that's an
I
understatement.
mean, yeah, she would tell me stories about San Francisco. All like
Yep.
every once in a while, like because she used to live there or something. I'm like, oh.
I don't know what it is with people in San Francisco. Like anyone that's ever lived in San Francisco, it's kind of like people that live in Boulder. They have to tell you that they live
Right.
in Boulder and tell you how much greater it is to live in Boulder than it is anywhere else. And it's like, dude, what fucking Kool-Aid are you sipping on, man? Like I don't understand how certain regions of the world do that to people. Like who cares? I don't give a fuck where you live. I just care like if you like where you live and if you don't like where you're living, I really don't give a shit and I don't need to hear about it.
Yeah, I don't care if you're, Boston strong or
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
every city fucking cool. Is it no, just stop. Like with this pride where you're from.
Yeah.
There's nothing. But I will say,
stop having pride in general in anything.
But when we would hang out there, constant conveyor belt of hot chicks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's any dispensary, man. It's just a fucking
And Boulder was magnified.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. I know I've said it before, but that's like the one thing. If I had to say I missed anything about working at a dispensary, the only thing I can say that I really worked with, or the only thing I can say I really miss is like some of the people I worked with, and then also just the copious amounts of hot chicks that you can just bang because you're there. You're just there, and it's like the whole thing. Like, you know how people that work with one another are like very likely to develop feelings like if they work in the same environment for long enough because it's just familiarity and it's you see the same person all the time. That's basically what it is in a dispensary, is like you're going to see these same people, and the sheer volume of people you see, eventually somebody's going to come through the door that wants to bang you, and they're going to make it known. And so you either shit or you get off the pot, quite literally.
Yeah.
A lot of chicks like to get shit on.
All I'm saying is dispensary in South Dakota versus the dispensary in Boulder.
Oh yeah.
They're not the traffic is not the same.
No, not even
Okay,
close.
We're talking just insane, just rich trust fund broads coming in, just
Clean butt girls.
Yoga pants. They've been just doing squats all day.
Yep.
Yep.
That's one of those things, man. You go to South Dakota, though, you get a bunch of cheese babies, dude. A bunch of cheese belly people coming up in there, built like brick shit houses. You can't tell boy from girl.
They're more like oil babies in South Dakota. Do you know, like, there was a bunch of, like, you see property values in South Dakota lately?
Mm-mm.
There was a bunch of, like, out of country, large land purchases in South Dakota as of late.
Oh,
which
shit.
Yeah.
Is it the Chinese?
Possibly. I think it's, like, all over the place. Like, a bunch of, like European and all other, like, countries, like, rich people have been buying land up in South Dakota for some reason.
Building bunkers, dude. Everybody wants a Jeff Bezos bunker now. They know the shit's about to hit the fan with all this saber rattling and fear mongering going on with like the whole Civil War thing. I can't stand that. It's like people are just like, oh, we're on the verge of Civil War. It's never been this bad and shit. And it's like, dude, we had an actual war. We had an actual Civil War where people were killing each other out in the streets and shit. It hasn't gotten to that yet. Like, I hate how sensationalist everything is.
Well, Rick, you're 100% right. It was weird. I was thinking about that today because I pulled up a Tim Pool video.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Civil War is imminent. I'm like,
yeah.
Can I just? It's like, okay, I'm not gonna. I'm moving on, dude. I'm gonna listen to like, O&A or like a Cumtown 24/7 live stream.
The
of all
Bust.
their episodes.
You listening to the Bust?
I'm listening to the Bust. 69.6.
Yeah, yeah.
Bust,
You turned me on to. To between you and Bite Size, you guys sent me enough like Cumtown stuff to where like I did turn my opinion around on that show. Like before, I was like. Maybe before it was just like I didn't see anything special in it because it's basically just the conversations we have over again. And so I'm like, all right, I don't really get it. But like the more I listen to it and the more I kind of like pick up on some of the nuances of the show and like just their personalities, I'm like, all right, I get it. They are charming. They're charming boys.
You gotta soak in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a soak show.
You put your toe in, you're not gonna like it. But if you soak for a minute, you're really. Every day I just turn that on, like at work or something.
Yeah, I've been juggling.
My point is, like, yeah, I like Tim Pool. I like a lot of his stuff, but I can't. It's Christmas right now. I can't be. Oh, Civil War is imminent. All right, fine, dude. I'm trying to just pretend there's a Christmas left. All right.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, like I need to just laugh for a minute, dude.
Right.
Give me a break.
No, I feel you. We just had Christmas with my grandma over here, as you know, and it's like it's bittersweet for me because I've been gone in Colorado for almost a decade, and so I missed a lot of holidays, and it's like again it's bittersweet because like I came back to an even more fractured family than when I left, so like. Normally we would have these really big gatherings where it'd be like aunts, uncles, my siblings, cousins, fucking aunts and uncles, all that bullshit. And now it's like, it's so fractured to where it's like me, my parents, my grandma, and then it'll be me, my other grandparents, my cousins, and then it'll be me, my parents, one of my sisters, then me, my parents, and another one of my sisters. And it's like, and then there's some relatives I just don't get to see at all anymore because it's just not worth it for them to come down or travel, long distances to do that because it's not relaxing. It's not relaxing to constantly bounce from house to house and have to, like, to me, it's like I'm happy that it's the holidays and shit, but at the same time, I'm like, we're just kind of going through the motions because it's the holidays. Like we're not addressing any of the real issues, like the fact that we're alive for such a short period of time and we're over here dancing around and like inconveniencing ourselves for holidays because no one can get along. It's the pain in the ass.
No, I was thinking this is weird you bring that up too. Like I was thinking the same thing too. Like that's what happens almost. Cause I remember, when we were kids, dude, it would be Christmas. You just get to get the whole like 90 fucking people basically.
Yeah.
Get together.
You can't move because of all the presents in the room.
Yeah, everyone's stuffed into a house, but then I can't explain like how it dispersed. I don't know
the
why,
ripple effect.
I don't know if it's like a something that just time, not like regular time, like they've been doing this for hundreds of years. We've been doing that kind of stuff,
right?
But like, it dispersed.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've all moved to the four corners of the United States, too.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Distance is a big thing.
We're no longer living like our families aren't just, in a very close knit area where all the cousins and stuff, and we all just get together. Yeah. So I think that's a lot because in every place, like business, like you got to find opportunities.
Yeah.
So everyone scatters. People go to college in far flung areas of the country, and then they may secure jobs over there and stuff, and so they just disperse.
Right.
So how do we get together? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that whole experience as a kid was great. You know,
Yeah, at the very least,
you'd
I'm
always have
glad
the
we got
drunk
that.
uncles, just a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my uncle Wilt. I don't know, Wilk. It's not obviously not an American name, Uncle Wilk. We'd like always. He's, he's from far in Ukraine, and like so he'd come here and eat. He'd eat and everything, but everyone had to prep the toilet. Like, look, yeah, if you have 2 toilets in your house, designate one toilet for everybody, and then this toilet for him because he's going to take a shit. Everyone else is not taking a shit, most likely at the house.
He's like
He's
a
going to
serial
blow
shitter.
the toilet up. He's going to eat just a wild amount of food, and then just clog. He may clog the toilet.
Yeah.
So you had to prepare for that every year. You designate a toilet for him, and like get every cleaning like snakes, those snake cleaners and everything ready.
Yeah.
And then everyone else gets to just piss in the other one, and everyone's getting wasted and stuff. But that was always the thing. He would always leave last. I remember my my uncle, he died. Obviously, my uncle Wilk died. He's my great uncle. He's my grandfather's brother.
Yeah.
Uncle had him in a cardboard urn.
What? His ashes
On
are in
the
a
fridge.
cardboard
When he
urn?
died, on the fridge
What?
for years.
That's your life. That's how you go out. You're in a cardboard box on a
Yeah,
fridge.
It was like a cardboard urn with it wasn't anything. It wasn't a metal one or anything. He did. They just left it on the fridge.
Ukrainians really are just like minimalist. You guys know how to get by on the cheap. That's for sure.
Yeah, just put it on the top of the fridge, and I mean, yeah. So, but I hear you. Yeah, I mean,
little
it's
beer
weird the
opener on it.
diffusion. But what I think is, I guess we got to try to be positive a little bit. Where, a lot of the shows we listen to are just, yeah, I agree with what's going on. That they're probably right, but we gotta hold on to something.
Yeah.
And,
I
family
totally agree.
and friends during this time of year. That's what we need.
Yeah.
So
Not a bunch of like fear mongering and shit like that. As true as it may be, it's just like there's got to be a ceasefire at some point in time.
Exactly.
Just an
armistice.
Yeah.
Yes. Even in World War I.
Yes.
They had that during Christmas. They're
Yeah.
like, yo, dog.
They had snowball fights with the opposite side. There was, they smoked
they hung out.
cigarettes. Yeah.
How weird is that? They hung out. They're like, yo, armistice, let's not kill each other for a few days. And then they shared food. They sat around the fire together.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, they're like, okay, man, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And then they want back to killing each other. It's so bizarre. It's like, even that is more civilized than what we do today.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just
There's
goes to
none of
show
that.
you. It just goes to show you how phony war is to begin with. Like none of
Right.
the people actually fighting it have a dog in that fight. Like when you look at the reality of it, it's like we go to war. We've traditionally always gone to war because some fucking rich asshole or someone being like puppeteered by, these wealthy assholes who have something to gain from war. They're the ones pulling the strings. And then like, of course, the old adage of like, you never see senators' sons going off to fight. You never see certain people from society going off to fight. And it's just, it's just ugly. And now it's just, along with all the misinformation and all the, like, it's just, there's hate at every angle of our society now. Like there's nothing that hasn't been politicized, and there's nothing that can't serve as something to divide you against your fellow man. It makes zero sense.
Well, yeah, we're the marionettes.
Just like the Pied Piper. Telling you, man, Dave Mustaine was onto something.
Yeah, it's just a bummer. But I mean, we should pay. Is going on, but look, it's New Year's coming up. Let's be positive for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Get some of that.
Don't worry about masks,
pause.
and if your uncle's not vaccinated or what their politics are or something, just
I never
try to be humans for a minute.
See, I never had to worry about drunk relatives. Like, I have family members that drank and everything, but I didn't have any relatives that like really get sauced up. Like, the big thing in my family was like when we went to one of my grandparents' houses, we always knew that like we would all talk about it beforehand, and like me and my cousins would talk about it beforehand. We were like, all right, at some point, grandma's gonna forget that she's got company and she's gonna say the N-word at some capacity, or at some point in the day she's gonna say the N-word. And it happened probably for a good 20 years before finally it was broken, at least to my knowledge. Like I said, I've been gone for about 10 years too, so like I don't know if it's continued, but I look forward to reporting back when we do the show next, and letting you guys know whether or not my grandma slipped up and used the N-word again.
Is that the N-word?
Yeah, because like that side of my family, like it's like we've just always known that it's a matter of time before she drops it, and it's always like it's tough to explain this. Obviously she's from a different time and was raised in the South, and like all this other horse shit that shouldn't be an excuse, but it's like, you know, we've all heard it a million times before, like, oh, this person's just set in their ways or whatever. And so, and also I should say that I have a lot of family members that are not white, and so like it made for a really uncomfortable room when it would happen. But at the time, you know, she was on all these medications and was just kind of out of it all the time. So like she would say it, and basically the room would erupt into laughter, and like we would all just kind of like, we'd all be like, oh shit, you called it, or oh, you called it, because everybody would always like give a time. We'd be like, all right, I bet you like at this point in present opening, she's gonna probably say it, because that's usually when it comes out, is either during the food or during the presents.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with what's happening.
You have to look at the fact, like you kind of were touching on that. Look, this person's gonna be alive for maybe another 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, give them a couple of N-words.
Let them say what they want to say. You know, let them say what they would need to say. I don't care how hateful it is. It's like, look, they're gonna be dead in like a minute.
Well, that's the thing. It wouldn't even be like, it wouldn't be hateful in the sense that it was directed at any one person or anything like that. Like I said, she was kind of out of it a lot of the time, and so it would just kind of be like, oh yeah, you know, here's the turkey and all this other stuff, and I hope you guys are having a good Christmas so far. These are really all over the MTV now, and so and you're like, what the fuck? She just throw these weird little adages in, and you're like, that makes no goddamn sense, and you don't have to bring that up in public. One time she called a black Barbie doll the N-word, and that created an uncomfortable room because there was actually like a physical object to attach the word to, and we were all just kind of like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of have to be like, Grandma, I'm not proud of you right now. JS says, I love old people. Yeah. Oh shit, sorry, Rabbi. Rabbi said WTF with a question mark.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, we decided to do an impromptu Hangout stream. This was it's not an episode or anything, so don't worry, you're not missing out on anything. This was just we decided.
This is a daddy.
Yeah, we decided we wanted to have a little daddy time. It's Christmas and all that shit, so we were like,
daddy.
well,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
our present to each other.
Yeah, we haven't done a daddy in a while. We haven't sat down for just the two mics.
Yeah, dude.
Every once in a while, you got to get back to the basics.
No, but I remember my great grandmothers. Just which were on the same side. I had two
big tits
of them on the same side.
Big tits, grandma.
No, they were always making Afghans. That's all they did. They made these great Afghans. They always had Afghans.
Yeah, dude, I had a grandma that did that too.
They just made Afghans all the time.
Yeah,
and they were fucking cool, dude. And it's weird because they're like, Afghans have a bunch of holes in them.
Yeah, but they're still warm as shit. Yeah,
it's hot as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, they're also like, I don't know, you have to really be selective about what you make an Afghan out of too, because like some of my grandma's Afghans, like she's from the Depression times. This was my great grandma in Michigan. She's from the Depression, and she was like she built tanks. She like riveted tanks in World War II and shit like that. She was just a real tough bitch, and she'd make some soft Afghans, and then there was a couple that I've tried from her that were like, they felt like there was fucking needles coming out of them. They were just really scratchy and uncomfortable. Not good.
Yeah, didn't experience that, but you always have to hand wash those too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely the material you make them out of, dude. You make them out of some fly fucking wool, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts, dude. I'm telling you, it's weird. There's this stringy web you put on, like you could like stretch it out like you're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it's hot. Like you're still warm in this thing.
I almost broke my toe using it. Like I was stretching in the morning one time. I remember I was sleeping on the couch and I was stretched out and my little fucking pinky toe got caught in between one of the little Afghan holes and it just bent it back and I was like, and I was like, I fucking hate Afghans.
Right. That's how big the holes are, these Afghans. Like, dude, like
makes it sound xenophobic. Fucking running around your house screaming about Afghanistan.
No, just XY phobic.
JS says I'm gonna need to learn to crochet or knit when I'm a grandma. You better get started now. That shit'll creep up on you, man. Just the other day, I was like 9 years old. It seemed like. Then I went through a long alcoholic binge, and now I'm staring on the wrong side of 30.
70. Oh.
70. Yeah, I'm 70. I got Benjamin Button's disease.
He's been dyeing his hair.
Did he have progeria or what was that?
Well, no, it was reverse progeria, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because he reverted back to like baby status or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to be honest. I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's dumb. I mean,
it's a stupid premise.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what
Brad
I did?
needs to settle down.
The movie that's sort of like that I enjoyed was Thinner. Like, if you're gonna introduce magic and health problems to a movie, I want to see Thinner. Like, cause that dude had his entire life ruined all because he felt like he needed to like honk and yell at an old gypsy woman, and she just rolled up on him one day and was like, "Thinner," and then he just couldn't stop shoving cake into his fat ass and kept getting thinner and thinner, and looked like he looked like McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he dies at the end?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that Gypsy needs to slow her roll. She's abusing her powers, obviously.
Oh yeah, big time. You can't, dude. That's a traffic beef. You can't.
That's a rape move. If he raped you,
yes,
and then you do the Thinner, okay,
yes,
fine.
That's acceptable.
You got in a traffic argument and you fucking ruin this person's life.
It wasn't even like a really big deal. She was like crossing a crosswalk or something, and he had to slam brakes, and he was like, "Beep, get out of the road, you crazy gypsy," or whatever the fuck he said, and she was like, "I'm gonna wreck his entire life."
Yeah, like, yep, she's like, "I'm gonna fuck this guy's
what
world
a piece
up."
of shit.
Yeah, he should have just hit her.
Yeah, that's the only way to break a gypsy curse. You have to. It's kind of like a vampire. You have to like kill the lead vampire, then everybody else that's a vampire gets turned back to normal or something. I think that's how gypsy curses work, but I've never been gypsy cursed, so I don't rightly know.
Well, the world is a vampire, so.
What an uncomfortable looking man. He looks like a shaved testicle, but like not a healthy one. Like I've never looked at Billy Corgan and been like, that's a real healthy dude.
No, and now he believes like he's teleported and stuff before. So
God, I hate people with money. That's what happens. Money and power does that. When you go a certain amount of time in your life without ever being told no, you turn into just a fucking cuck, just a bitch baby.
Yeah, but I like some of the I'd fuck with some of the Smashing Pumpkins songs. I mean,
yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but like, it's just I can't, like these people in real life. It makes me hate the art. Like I'm one of those people that can't. It's hard for me if somebody's such a bag of shit, like Chevy Chase. Like I can watch those old Christmas Vacation movies and stuff like that and kind of like understand. Like it's still kind of funny and it still like brings me back to my childhood and stuff. But as an adult and knowing that Chevy Chase is like an actual terrible person in real life and he's just fucking horrible to all the people he works with, it just takes it takes me out of it, and I can't really enjoy it.
Diagnosed with early onset dementia.
That's what happens. He probably ran into a gypsy somewhere like a super Walmart or whatever. He was like trying to back his car out. And she was fucking standing back there trying to collect a paycheck, dude. And he didn't hit her and was like, "Get out of here, you crazy gypsy." And she was like, "Gayer." Fucking
dementia.
Yeah, dementia. Forgetfulness. He's like, where's my house?
Yeah, Chevy Chase has never had a good reputation, but I'll tell you what, he's like you said, he's hilarious in some fucking banger.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hard part, man. When people are just so good at what they do, you're like, fuck.
Now I want to watch Christmas Vacation. I mean, that was a banger, dude.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of mornings ago with my parents. We were having breakfast and shit, watching that, and it's
Shitter's
just
full, dude.
Yeah, Rabbi, that's a good call too. Fletch is an awesome movie. JS says, "Oh, your babies, I'm over 40." That's okay. That's not old yet. Old is like when you're like really stuttering and stalling, and when you have to stop doing certain things that you enjoy doing because you can't get around that well anymore. Then you're old. Or if you can't fuck anymore, you're old. Like the minute you can't give or take a dick, you're in trouble. You should probably start learning how to knit and crochet and all that other bullshit. That's what that's for. When you can't take and give dick, then you need to knit and crochet.
It usually starts at 41.
40. Okay, yeah. Well, that's news to me. Jesus. 41. Then you're screwed. You're about 5 years behind.
6 years.
Amy in the chat says, "I was watching a video and then you guys just popped up as the next suggested video. Hey, hi Amy. That's my beautiful girlfriend."
I was just about to say, Amy, settle down.
Amy, my baby girl. What's up? And she had a nice little smile in there for daddy and daddy.
Yeah, Amy, kick back. Listen to the show, all right?
She brought up your foot thing the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was like, I think she told me to tell you hi or something like that, and then she mentioned something about you like talking about her feet. And I was like, yeah, dude, Adam's just trying to press your feet together and fuck them. It's not that big of a deal.
No, our first interaction was literally the foot thing became a thing. I can't remember how it started, but
yeah, you were measuring her feet up and you were like, my dick will probably fit in between these feet.
No.
And I was like, I don't know how comfortable I am with this. And Amy was like, don't be so suburban. I was like, yes, ma'am.
No, it's not true. She was maybe sitting a weird way on the, I don't know. It came up.
She was sitting on my bed.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and I was like, I don't know. But yes, there was a foot argument that came up originally. But it was, I mean, whatever.
Did you see the chat?
No.
She says, I wasn't wearing socks, dude, and you were like, oh, you're gross.
Well, I did say I'm not into feet, so.
Oh yeah. No, I remember that. I am not a feet guy either. Like feet bother me, elbows and knees. Like a kneecap. I hate seeing kneecaps. For some reason, that shit just bothers the hell out of me.
I don't know. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I'm not saying
They look alien.
Yeah, I'm not a foot guy, but I mean, she had nice feet. I don't want to say her feet were not good feet. They were good feet.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, she can hear you, so she knows now. She knows that you don't really think her feet are gross.
Her feet were fine.
Have you ever seen, like, sometimes, you know, when you see like a good thumbnail of a porn and you're like, oh, I'm really gonna bust to this one, and then they do some left field shit, like they will fuck a foot or something.
Well, yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah, they get that missionary position and they put the chick's feet together. Like,
yeah, exactly. They start waxing them feet up, and like that happened to me the other day. I saw a video where like this dude, he kind of, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, so he looked like a really skinny Billy Corgan. Like he looked like he had alopecia, and the chick he was banging was like, I think I was probably watching some British porn again. That's like pretty much all I watch anymore. But she was like just dirty hot, and so he's busting it down. She was like, I think he was like hitting it from the back or whatever. He was busting it down. That's what it was. He was busting it down, and then he like pulled her ankles up a little bit as she was still in doggy style, and he just started fucking the arches of her feet like backwards. And then he popped it back in the tushy and was like going at it again like that. But it completely took me out of where I was, and I just I shut it down. I had to shut down the operation, dude.
No, that guy's free. You know what that is? That's freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he's ad-libbing.
Yeah, porn's come to this point where you got a freestyle.
Yep.
In the middle of a fuck. Well, no, dude. No one's doing that. No one's like, oh, I'm gonna do a quick foot fuck.
Right.
You know, like, no. He's just trying to do like and one porn. That's and one porn, dude.
Yes, yeah, exactly. He's doing off the heezies and shit like that with his nutsack.
He's trying to do tricks while he's doing porn, like, oh, go between the toes, like,
Trick fucking is a young man's game, dude. I ain't got time for that bullshit.
Yeah, that is and one porn.
Yeah.
Not necessary. It's not realistic.
Yeah, dude, I'm not into it. Amy says, "Oh, dude, I can move my kneecap all over town." I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear about kneecaps. And she yells, Rabbi Red Eye says, "Bunions, those are always hot too." And then Amy back in again. She says, "This is why you don't text me back. British porn, thumbs up." That's not true. That's not true. Anytime I'm watching British porn, it's usually like first thing in the morning. I'm a morning jack off guy. I very rarely ever whack it before bed.
I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
I'm early morning.
Yep.
That kind of guy.
Yeah.
100%.
Ever since I started traveling for work, I make a point to like always come in the shower, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Early morning. It's like your cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You get that out of the way. I can move on with my life.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've jizzed in so many hotel bathrooms, like since I started working this new job, like it's all over, like, because it's just not my problem. Like, I don't have to worry about it. It's such like, I don't know, it's really simple shit keeps me happy in life. Like you were saying, I wake up, have a cup of coffee, every once in a while have a Stogue or something. I haven't been like smoking as many Stogues recently because they kind of like they've been giving me like headaches and shit for some reason, which has never really happened before. So I might have cancer. But anyway,
or you're not drinking enough water,
or I'm not drinking enough water. That's actually probably the more likely of the two. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I wake up and if I'm at home, I'll just have a pull. Like forgive me, Adam, but I'll come into a sock. I'll throw it on my floor and then I'll go get a cup of coffee and have a cigarette or whatever. Or if I'm at a hotel, then I blast one in the shower and wherever it falls, that's where it falls. I'll try to wash it down, but I'm not going to sit here and spend, 10, 15 minutes like I would at a friend's house trying to make sure it goes all the way down the drain. It's
you try to redirect the water a little bit.
Yeah.
Splash it a little bit,
Yeah. It's not my job, though, at the end of the day.
No. But, yeah, it's totally a morning thing.
Yeah.
And then it prepares you if you got to bust in that at night,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Amy says she's taking notes. Well, babe, I got to do something. You're still in Colorado, so like I can't be out here running around all about town with a full bag. That's just not fair to ask of me. And I know that you would want me to empty my bag, at least, and I'm doing it myself. I could get a plane ticket and have Adam do it because Adam and I haven't made love in years. But that's more or less, that wasn't anything other than just like, I think the thrill was gone. Adam, I don't know. You can talk about that if you want.
What?
About how you just stopped making love to me, dude.
Yeah.
Because you just don't want me anymore.
No, I mean,
Adam was like, old hat. I'm switching to feet. Start fucking feet on the weekends.
I moved to feet. That's it.
Yeah, big foot guy. Amy says that's dangerous. Yeah. Dude, today, oh, fuck. I'm glad. Okay. Speaking of work and coming and stuff like that, today, I'm sitting in my car. I spend a lot of time in my car. I'm sitting stationary. I'm doing my job. I can't really say what whatever. I'm at work and I'm in my car. I'm parked right by a bus stop. A fucking prostitute starts knocking on my window and it scares the shit out of me because there was nothing going on and I was just like doing a Japanese lesson in my car, like on a little app on my phone. And so I'm not paying attention.
What's a Japanese lesson?
Like I'm learning Japanese.
Oh, is it like karate?
Yes. Sushi.
Chop.
Sushi, anime, karate. Done. You can speak Japanese.
Yeah. Nintendo.
Bukkake.
Sega. Okay.
You know what's fucked up is I did learn the word bukkake because it's just a straight up Japanese. Like here it's a type of porn and there of course it's a type of porn too. But bukkake literally just means to soak. That's it.
Well.
So like it's used in everyday sentences and shit like that, and you're just kind of like, oh, wait a second. So it catches me off guard. But anyway, I'm sitting there and this bitch scares the shit out of me, knocking on my window. I'm like, ah. And I look over and it's just this cracked out prostitute and she keeps knocking on the window and then she like door checks me. She like checks the handle. So I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? So I roll my window down like partially just in case, because you never know. This could be a crazy person. So I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you want? And like just like that, I'm like, what do you want? And she's like, hey, you want to give me a ride somewhere? And she's like winking and stuff. I was like, no. And I told her like what I am and what I was there to do and shit like that, like how I was working. And I was like, and I'll call the police. I was like, I'm going to call the police right now. And she was like, no. And she like turned around and she did this weird like crackhead shuffle back to the bus stop. And then the entire time until the bus came, she just kept looking back at my car and like tapping her feet and like was doing all these little nervous ticks and shit. But what really fucked me up about it was like I get it. Times are tough. You got to make money. You're probably smoking something you shouldn't be smoking. And so you got to get more money for whatever it is you're trying to smoke. Now,
yeah, she's probably smoking cloves.
Yeah, she's smoking Durham cigarettes. But no, what she's doing, and it's like, all right, if you're going to be out there and you're selling pussy for whatever it is you're smoking, you would think that because you're dealing in a trade that requires you to, be attractive to some people so that they will pay for whatever it is you've got in your pants, you would at least wear some makeup or something to make yourself look like halfway fuckable. This person, like she didn't even bother to do any type of like foundation. Like she had all the like the methamphetamine scabs all over her face and stuff like that. And the fact that she had touched my car window and my door handle just made me so uneasy. Like I ended up, whenever I went back home, I stopped at the gas station and I just fucking like Lysol wiped my window and my car, my door handle. Cause like, that's another thing. I'm just a massive germaphobe, but can't even do my job without these weird crack whores walking up. Like I hate that people think they can just walk up and touch your property or like interrupt your day at any capacity. That's one thing I fucking hate is when a stranger just has to interject into my day with some nonsense.
Rick, they're on drugs. What are you talking about?
I get it, but it's like, leave me the fuck alone.
She's thinking logically. Of course,
No.
she's on drugs.
The problem is that in the area that I'm in, there's a lot of that, and I've told this story before. Amy in the chat, she says that's how we met. I love that woman.
She was on drugs.
Yeah, she was on drugs, and she was like, "Yo, I'll suck your dick for a halfpenny.
Give you a foot job.
Give you a foot job for a shekel." But no, there's like another homeless crackhead prostitute chick that hangs out up the street at the Walmart, and again, I was sitting in my car, and I'm sitting there. I'm fucking like, this was back when I was doing DoorDash, and I was like waiting for orders to come through. But anyway, this bitch is on the corner. And she's across the street, so like basically 4 lines of traffic with a grassy median in the middle. This bitch is on the corner holding up one of those like fake "I'm homeless" signs, like "give me money" type of shit. Mm-hmm. I'm in the parking lot on the opposite side of the streets there, and I light up a cigarette. And as soon as I clicked the lighter, I knew I should have been silent about it because as soon as I clicked the lighter, her head like shot up and like looked at me immediately. And I was like, fuck, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. She sees someone smoking a cigarette, she's going to go ask for a cigarette because those types of people, it's not that she even wants a cigarette in the moment. It's just that she wants something for free from you. Her life is all about what she can get out of the people around her. And so
it's about probabilities.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is a statistical thing.
X amount of people an hour for a cigarette around her.
Yeah.
I can get a cigarette or 2 each hour.
Yep.
Yeah.
And dude, yeah, you see those types of homeless people all the time. Like there was one guy, I actually gave a cigarette to him because he was just jamming, doing his own thing and shit. Like he was out in front of a mini mall and he was jamming to like non-existent music. He was just headbanging and shit. He was drinking a fucking pint of whiskey just out in public. People, like there was plenty of foot traffic and shit. He's just headbanging, drinking vodka or whatever. And I was like, dude, I'm feeling this guy's shit. So I stood a little bit closer to him and I lit up a cigarette and he was like, "Hey man," and before he could even get it out of his mouth, I just popped one over to him. He was like, "Damn, Turkish Royals, this is the shit." And he was like, "I'm gonna save this one for later." He opens up a pack of cigarettes. It was like a Pall Mall pack, just a generic, shitty, cheap brand of cigarettes. But inside the pack were several different types of cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, dude. He had Newports.
He had Cool XLs and shit. He had probably had some Durham Blacks. Some clove cigs.
Oh, he's doing some cloves.
Yeah, dude, he's a fancy hobo. But yeah, and he wasn't even drinking like McCormick's or something shitty like that. He didn't have like Tavarsky or anything. He had like some Sky. He was like, he was feeling himself.
You realize you did say foot traffic?
Oh, yeah. What if that's what I did for a living? I'm just like a a mobile
I
foot
think you're
guy.
getting into feet.
I'm just a big foot guy.
I think you're getting into feet here.
I would tell you. I mean, I would tell
Amy,
you.
get your feet ready.
That's right.
He's becoming a foot guy, so
I want you to surgically have your hands removed and have your feet have more feet grafted onto your wrists. Black feet. I want black feet on your wrists, and I want your regular feet on your feet. I want to be able to switch hit. Oh yeah, but the Walmart bitch. She starts walking over to the car, and so I knew what was happening, and I also knew that I was not going to give her anything. So I let her get to the middle of the median when the lights changed and the traffic started getting heavy again. I was like, I'm not giving you a cigarette. I just said that very loud from out my window. And she was like, okay, God bless you. Because they always have to try to guilt trip you afterwards with the God bless you, like you're gonna change your mind or whatever. And then I smoked the rest of my cigarette watching this bitch try to play Frogger in the traffic. Because they're very impatient. They're not gonna wait for the light to turn. They'll jump out in front of a car. Because again, like you were saying, the probability of them being hit is pretty great, and the probability of them getting paid for it is pretty great too. If they survive it.
Yeah, they're having fun out there for sure.
Robbie, you fucking genius. Robbie says, I'm not into feet, I'm into yards.
I was thinking of something. Yes, Robbie. That was brilliant.
Robbie rules.
Amy, damn it.
Amy says her feet are ready. And she also says, doesn't God bless you mean you're an idiot in the South? No, that's bless your heart. Bless your heart can mean like a bunch of different disrespectful things. Like it's usually used in terms of like if you're dumb or if you have an ugly baby or something, like an old Southern woman will look at an ugly baby and be like, oh, bless his heart or something.
Every baby's ugly, by the way.
That's not true, dude. Come on.
It's 100% true.
You're such a piece of shit.
They're disgusting.
You're disgusting. Another one is like they're all set or something like that. Like I had a friend who like a good example would be like, all right, there was this guy that we knew and he had a retarded relative who was like, I mean, straight up like drooling, retarded, like wanting to hug everybody, just having a good fucking time wherever he was, retarded.
Drooling?
Yeah, like just like just really he was really having a good time everywhere. So my friend would just say like he's all set. You know, like people like that, they're all set. You know? Instead of being like that guy's retarded as fuck. Like,
look, he's retarded, dude.
That guy's fucking retarded, dude. People are always like, oh, you shouldn't say people are retarded because what if you have a retarded kid one day? It's like, well, then I'll have a retarded kid. Like,
yeah.
Like that dictates.
Say for everybody else. Look, he's retarded.
Yeah, look at my retard kid here. I'm getting a check for this.
Yeah, he's a retard, dude.
My kid's retardation just bought me an Xbox One X. People telling me what to say.
Do you have one of those?
Retarded kid?
No. No, an Xbox One.
I almost did. No, I don't have an Xbox One X. I have an Xbox One. The Xbox One X or the Series X. Yeah, that's coming next because Daddy bought the Switch, and so I gotta. First of all, I've got to get me and baby girl into a new place to live, and then once that happens, Daddy's gonna get an Xbox. But I've been having a fucking awesome time with the Switch. I'm gonna be on this Switch life for a very long time.
Yeah, we gotta play, dude. We could switch up.
Yeah, dude. Did you get Street Fighter yet?
No.
Dude, you got to pop on that Street Fighter. These fucking Japanese guys are impossible, man. I was like playing online the other night. I was doing maybe a fraction of damage to these dudes before they're just wrecking my shit.
Dude, it's Japanese bots, dude.
Well, they're not fucking. That's the first thing. Is like these are guys who have been playing.
They're bots. They're NPSs, dude.
NPCs. NPSs. A bunch of NPSs playing FPSs. Bunch of GDFNs playing FPSs.
Bunch of
Just a whole bunch of playing FPSs. Oh, there was speaking of FPSs, I found one that you might enjoy on the Switch. There's this first person shooter called Warface, and it's got some pretty heavy like Counter-Strike vibes to it, in my opinion. I was having a good time with it the other day. But yeah, we can play that together
I don't know. I don't want to play FPSs on there. Dude, we got to play Mario Party, dude.
We're gonna. You have Mario Kart too, right?
Yeah,
All right, we got to do that too, because Daddy be spanking motherfuckers in Mario Kart. I don't know why. I've just always been naturally good at Mario Kart. I have the gift.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you ain't drifting like me. You don't know how to drift like me. Don't even sit here with your fucking maniacal laugh. We haven't even played yet.
No, settle down. Rub it in. Tell me how good you're at Mario Kart.
I rule, man.
Unfortunately, he's not as good as like deck or whatever consolidation or.
What?
I was trying to think of some financial term that would be like credit default swaps.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, you can't. Oh, you're good at that, but whoa, you can't short a stock.
Yeah. I heard you lost a bundle, man, on these fucking calls the other day. I heard you're upside down on your mortgage because your calls went bad the other day. Amy says, "Oh, I'm gonna ruin both of y'all." Amy thinks for some reason she's gonna whoop somebody's ass on Mario Kart, and she's so fucking wrong. I don't understand where this is coming from.
True. Not true.
Babe, you're talking to seasoned Game Boy veterans, all right? We're game babies. That's all. Adam and I, we talk shit on microphones and we play video games.
Mm-hmm.
That's if we're not jacking off. Either way, we're in a constant state of relaxation, so we're really good at video games. No jump scares.
No, but those are like, come on, Mario Kart? You kidding me?
Yeah. No, people don't understand. I haven't
People-
yeah, don't understand. But no,
Will
like
Smith's new song.
I haven't played Mario Kart in like, or I'm sorry, I haven't played Mario Party in like, God, probably since like was it N64 that had
No, I don't think they had Mario Party,
I'm
dude.
trying
This
to
is like a
remember.
board game, dog.
No, I know what it is. I mean, Mario Party's been around for a while. I'm trying to think of the last time I played it. It was definitely like I was a kid at some point. I can't remember if it was like GameCube or N64, but it was around that time. So I'm not super familiar with it, but I will beat you in it regardless because I'm just the superior gamer. GAY.
Yeah, but it's not
MER.
It's not like super gamer intensive, dude.
Right, it's a casual, nice little hangout. But you know me,
You're
dude. I
rolling
like
dice and shit.
Yeah, but you know me. I like to take everything super seriously and not have fun with it. So I'm gonna really be acting like our friendship hinges upon me winning in Mario Party.
Oh no, yeah, I can't. Yeah, failure is not acceptable in Mario Party.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Amy still thinks that she's over here saying wrong in the chat, like she's gonna do something. I'm telling you right now, babe, it's in the mail. Your Switch is in the mail. I sent it. Like I was in the post office mailing Amy her Switch, and I was behind this like old Bostonian couple, and they were taking for fucking ever, asking a ton of questions, and I was just it was one of those situations where like you know how we are, like we'll talk a bunch of shit to each other, but we will never confront the person in public, like unless they confront us. I was very close to like being the one to initiate the confrontation because they took like 30 minutes to mail this little shitty box of whatever it was that they were mailing. They were mailing it back to Boston, of course, because they're all their families out there. And this guy is asking all these questions like, is it gonna get there before Christmas? And the lady's like, sir, we're having a lot of, backups on shipping and stuff. Like we are gonna get it out there. We just can't guarantee that it's gonna be on Christmas. We can't give you a guaranteed time. We just know that it'll get there around that time. And the wife is like, oh, that's okay. Go ahead and send it off. And the guy's like, no, wait a minute, Marge. It's not okay. Because what if the fucking package gets there around June? June's not okay. That's not fucking Christmas. And like around the time he said, that's not fucking Christmas, I just wanted to be like, dude, can you shut the fuck up and get out of here? You goddamn trash man. He had jean shorts on, braided belt, of course, and a fucking like one of those classic like American, there's like a bald eagle with an American flag in the background and it says like we the people. Like he was one of those guys. And it was tucked into his jean shorts.
He tucked?
Yeah, he was tucking, dude, with a braided belt and jean shorts. The only reason I didn't say anything is because he's exactly the type of guy that carries a gun in his fanny pack. And I'm not going to deal with that shit around Christmas.
No, I mean, yeah, that's just awkward.
Anyway.
But are you sure, dude? You sent it mail?
Yeah, I UPS'd it.
Oh, okay, because there's a box for mail, and then if you send it via mail, it usually gets there pretty quick. But if you send it, there's a to the right of that. There's a male. It's called female, and you put it in that, and it gets there.
You know, I
Maybe.
knew as soon as you said male the first time, I knew where you were going with it, and I was like, just let him go. Just let him
There's
see
also
this one
an
through.
Asian box. Your mail never gets there.
There's another one right next to the Asian box, and it says.
They'll get there probably.
Yeah, no, it should be there. You know, and then as soon as you get it all set up and everything, then Adam and I will stomp you into the dirt. Also, you need to send me a friend request so that I can accept your friend request.
But it may be shipped female. So if it's shipped female,
Oh my God,
it'll
let
be
it
there in a
go.
while.
Let it go. Jesus Christ. And actually, Adam, I'll send you my stupid Nintendo number, whatever the fuck it is that has you add friends. Like, they can't just make it a simple like, oh, here's my name on Nintendo. Here we go. There has to be like some fucking player ID with. It looks
It's
like a
always
MAC
difficult.
address. Yeah, it looks just like a MAC address or like an IP address or something. But I'll send that over to you, and then we can
Yeah,
add
it's
one
always
another.
so difficult.
Nintendo's like that.
Nintendo's like that, but even on Xbox, it's tough for us sometimes to try to party up with a bunch of people.
Yeah,
Why
that's
is it
true.
this hard?
That's true.
Like, it shouldn't be that hard.
No, the technology's there. That's the thing. Is like that's what
Totally.
bothers me is the technology's been there for years and it's still a fucking problem. We still can't get through a goddamn game of zombies.
Without something crashing. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
How long's that game been out and how long has zombies like I get it. It's more like a larger open world and shit like that. But you can play Warzone and have like 100 players on a map with all these crazy fucking assets rendering at the same time and not lose any type of you might have processing issues, but that's about it. Your connection's fine. But yet you switch over to Outbreak, you can get maybe 1 or 2 objectives done before it fucking kicks you out of there. And Outbreak is a goddamn it's you invest hours into it.
Yeah, it's the best concept.
Yes, and it's so
it
much
never-
fun if it fucking worked.
Yeah, Frick, if it never crashed, we would just play that.
That would be
we
it.
We could hang out for hours.
Yes, it's such a
You
good
know?
hang. It's such a good
Yeah.
hang when it's like you and 3 other buddies and you're just bullshitting because you can take it at your own pace. You can fuck around. Like we were all like, I remember it was like me, Robbie, JD, Matt, and you remember when I sent you the picture, we were all riding our dirt bikes on top of a building in zombies. And we were just like having races and like fucking around with each other and shit like that. For like an hour and a half, we were just bullshitting up on this roof.
Yeah.
It was one of the most fun times I've ever had playing video games. And like, it just pisses me off that, you know, there's
That shouldn't crash.
yeah, there's so very few games out there and so very few things that bring me that much joy. And to have one of those things tease you the way that it does, like you're allowed to have a little bit of fun. You can have like 20 or 30 minutes of like good fucking fun. And it's like just enough time to where you stop thinking about it crashing and you get used to playing the game. And then it just pulls the rug right out from under you. And it's like, oh, sorry, dude, we're just going to shit the bed again. Sorry, we're fucking Call of Duty. We'll sell games anyway. It doesn't matter. It's all about brand recognition now.
Yeah, I used to always have that anxiety.
Yeah,
Just
I can't just relax.
Sitting there like, fuck, this could crash at any time.
Yeah. Rabbi
Instead
says
of just hopping into a car and driving around on stupid 80s rock.
honking the
running over
horn too
zombies.
much. Just shredding, dude. We're just shredding. Rabbi says crash test dummies.
Mm-mm.
Once there was a third mic.
Wouldn't go in Mike with the
So he's shitting up the chat.
and when
He finally came back. He swallowed a bunch of stuff that was bright white.
we couldn't quite explain it.
Probably
We always
was semen.
just was come.
Come.
Go.
Dun, 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 dun. Once there was a rabbi, had a baby's penis skin hanging out his mouth.
When they finally caught him, they
They slipped up. They slipped on latkes in his front porch. We should just do this for another hour.
we couldn't quite explain it. Oh yeah. Crash Test Dummies. There was like maybe one other Crash Test Dummy song, maybe.
Yeah. I think you're right. Rabbi says our Christmas gifts are canceled.
That's fine.
I still have to get you guys presents. I haven't even like.
Rick, I mean, I can't. I try to because it went to the thing, and so I contested. Like, I can't contest the delivery until it's expected within 2 days of its expected delivery date. So I can't get the money back to do something different.
So wait, the one that the gift that you did buy for me, it's just canceled?
No, it's still. I will take a screenshot later, but yeah, it was something that was going to be mind blowing, and it was not cheap.
What the fuck?
I'll take a screenshot.
Oh, don't tell me. I don't want to know if it's like something
I know,
super
that's
cool.
the whole point. Maybe it will arrive. They're saying basically, but
who's it shipped through? Because if it's shipped through FedEx, I had to like call them when they lost my Switch.
No, it just dropped off. Whatever. We'll have to talk about it off air. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to email people, dude. That's one thing. Now that I'm in my 30s, I have no problem setting aside a good 3-4 hour chunk of my day to get up onto some customer service and just be like, and to whom am I speaking with? Because that's where you get them. You ask for their names and shit, and you like make sure, like, because you know me, dog. I keep a pen and paper near me at all times. So like, I'll be logging times. I'll be like, can I get your name? All right, and who would I speak to if I wanted to speak to your superior? You know,
how do I spell LaRonda? Could you spell that for me? Shaniqua, I appreciate that. Thank you. Can you spell your name?
You could just hear her very long nails tapping around.
Just type it around
on a keyboard. Yeah.
How do you type with nails? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Like chicks with real long nails, how do they type?
When I used to when I was still recording like a lot of flamenco guitar stuff, I had to grow my nails out on my right hand. And not even like a lot, but just enough to be able to like, you know, scrape the strings a little bit. And even that was too much. Like when I would try to type, like I have really good typing posture, and when I would try to type, it's just you're scratching around your home keys and shit, and it just makes the whole experience uncomfortable. Fucking YouTube's over here telling me, oh, we're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It's okay. It's still on. It's just being a bitch. A lot of people,
Satan, dude.
Well,
a
lot of people are on vacation. I'm sure they're just using up all the internet.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, it's people. You know what's really crazy though? To kind of solidify that joke, I have to work in these really fucking rural bullshit towns. And so in the morning, I'll notice that like in the morning, I usually get to wherever I'm working, like whatever the job site is, I get there around like 5 to 6 in the morning regularly. And cell reception and internet and shit like that is super fast until about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning when everybody wakes up. And then it just goes to dog shit. And you can barely use your phone for anything.
Really?
Yeah, dude, because there's like one cell tower that's relaying everybody's fucking equipment and shit. And there's usually like one ISP in the area, so it's just bullshit. Infrastructurally, it's just not sound. Kind of like the word infrastructurally.
Hamsters on the wheel or something.
On the wheel. Yeah, YouTube's being a bitch right now. It just keeps giving me these video warnings. I'm not too worried about it.
Video warnings?
Yeah, it's like YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It's some bullshit it's probably something having to do with the bit rate in OBS or whatever. It always wants to like tell me that, oh, this is the bit rate you need to set it to this time, and then like next week it'll be like, oh, YouTube recommends a completely different bit rate, and I'm like, well, fucking what is it then? You know, what is it?
Yeah, it just feels dangerous. Like I don't want any rate that I'm gonna get a chance of getting bit or something. Like,
dude,
I don't know.
You need to walk into your bathroom and just punch your teeth out in front of the mirror.
But let's talk about Christmas. We're happy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We got Christmas Eve coming up tomorrow. We got Christmas coming the following day.
It's my dad's birthday tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah. I got a nice Christmas tree. Rick's got a tree. I'm sure they put up.
We have
Robbie didn't get a tree.
We have a Christmas tree in every room of the house that I'm in.
Exactly.
My mom loves Christmas.
Dude, I just get so upset. Like, no one's like doing it. Like, I get it. I'm not saying like, do Jesus stuff, but put some fucking lights out or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my mom and another neighbor, they basically went around shaming the other neighbors until they put lights up. Like, my mom was talking shit loud on the porch, and then the neighbors overheard my mom talking shit about people not putting lights up. And so the next day, my mom turns the lights on at night, and then, like, they turn their lights on. And so now everyone on the street has Christmas lights up.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Yeah, you got to shame people sometimes to get what you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Rabbi,
try to pretend.
Rabbi says humbug.
Yeah,
Cumbug.
I know. Yeah, it's. But put some lights out or something. It doesn't have to be about this, the Jesus Christmas, but like just be kind of hang out with people, be glad.
Yeah, and show some community.
Yeah.
My neighbors, like, cat a corner to where I am, they went balls out, dude. They have like fake massive presents in the yard and like blow ups and shit, like inflatables and stuff. They're fucking popping off over there.
Yeah, just put something into it, because what are we gonna do?
Yeah, everything else sucks.
Yeah, they're trying to divide us into these small groups of what's your ideology here, or X, Y, or Z. Let's just have some fun for a minute.
That's like I was thinking about
Let's
that.
Let's have
today.
our armistice. Let's have our World War I armistice.
Yeah,
let's all get together.
I agree.
You're vaccinated, not vaccinated. You whatever you're trying to view, whatever your point is. Let's all just get together. Let's all hang around a fire.
Yeah,
for Christmas here. This is our armistice of World War I, I guess.
Yep.
And in the trenches, crawl out. Let's all,
Let's fuck each other's feet for Christmas.
I mean, yeah. Look, if you're trying things, you might as well. What could be the worst thing that could happen from a toe fucking?
Get a little athlete's foot on your cock. You'll give it some character.
Oh, true. I didn't even think about that.
You have the Lamisil monster living in your penis tip.
You got John Madden. Ooh, tough acting.
What you got here? You got this Lamisil monster. He's in your dick tip.
Just sprayed your penis.
Yeah, dude. You gotta rub that fucking Lamisil. You gotta put the Lamisil pill into your cock hole and let it dissolve.
Injectables.
Yeah, dude. Wouldn't that be a great Christmas, having to inject fucking Lamisil into your dick shaft?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
But no, I'm bummed out, man. I'm bummed out because in just a few days, Christmas will be over, and then it's like, oh, what do we have? New Year's? It's like, okay, whatever. Hopefully a bomb doesn't go off in Times Square like I worry about every year. And then after that, it's like, cool, now we're back to this normal fucking hellhole bullshit world we live in.
Right. Yes, that all starts post the new year. And you're right, 100%. That's why I'm saying we got to embrace, even just do the New Year thing too. Just try to be happy for a couple weeks.
Yeah, carry it through.
Because what happens after that is it's just going to suck. It's a new year and we have nothing to look forward to for a while. So Did you watch the new Matrix yet? No. I'm planning on probably watching that tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about I'm probably gonna. I still have some work to do for work and everything. I have to like send a report in, but I was thinking about maybe watching it tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna approach it with cautious optimism.
Rick, it's 2.5 hours.
So what?
It's almost 10 o'clock at your place.
Yeah, but I stay up forever.
Oh yeah, I'm in bed in like an hour and a half.
Rabbi,
I have to work tomorrow too. So.
Oh, that's gay. I guess I have to too, but like I've only got to work for I think 3 hours tomorrow. So I'm not super bummed about that. Fucking Rabbi says Blue Wave 2022. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that, dude. I'm sure that's exactly what we're gonna see.
Yeah,
they've done such a great job already.
They've come too far.
Mm-hmm.
I come too far.
What a gross bitch. She kind of pulled an OJ with her new little what's that little special she's doing now? I can't remember if it was a show or if it's like a documentary or something, but it's like if I would have she's like if I would have won or something like that. You know how OJ did If I Did It or If I Had Done It or whatever that book was? she's basically doing her version of that, like if I had won and become president or whatever. And it's just her normal phony self, you know. Oh, I'm just here to bring us all together, and we're gonna fight together. You know, it's just the same drollery every time with her.
Yeah, if I would have came to power, Syria would be leveled. Yemen, we wouldn't exist. Yeah.
Rabbi says blue pill. You are a blue pill, dude. Actually, you know what? Rabbi is just a pill. He's just a fucking pill. Rabbi needs to get white pilled, dude.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was just literally gonna say that. You're right. Yeah, he needs to be white pilled. Just get white pilled.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. That's what I need too. I mean, honestly, I need as many white pills as I can get these days, man.
Well, we're tossing. This episode is a white pill.
Yeah, that's true. It's a super hot Kwanza hangout, dude. Of course, it's gonna be a white pill.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We'll exchange gifts on the next one.
No, we won't. No, we won't. I was on the internet the other day, as I usually am, and I was just looking around for fucking presents and stuff for you and stupid Robbie, and I was like, I don't know what to fucking buy, you idiots. Like for your birthday, it took me a while to kind of curate the things that I got you. It's easy to focus on one person, especially if you do it like not last minute, like I'm doing it for Christmas. Like I had to really go out there and try to find some shit that would like actually mean something to you when you get it in the mail and shit, but I'm having such a hard time doing it for Christmas.
Yeah. I don't know. It's logistically, it's becoming a pain. Because the thing I ordered should have been to you by now. There's no excuse for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm upset that they're upsetting you. The fact that I don't know what it is, it takes the sting away, but because it's upsetting my baby boy, I'm upset, and now I need to go do something about it. So
yeah. I would say the thing I got Robbie though will be at his house on Wednesday, but it's not that's more of a conventional item.
I hope it's ticking when it arrives. Hopefully Timothy McVeigh, that fucking building he's living in. Robbie says you're getting nothing.
What about a fart in a jar?
Dude, my grandma blasted a fart on the couch today, dude. It was one of those like I didn't mean to farts, because like, you know, the elderly can't control that shit. When it's got to happen, it's got to happen.
Rick, no old person is just farting.
You think she shit a little bit?
There's no way.
You think my grandma shit on the couch a little bit?
Yes. You're not at that age. You are not just farting. If you're that old and you have to fart, you better go to the bathroom, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Something's falling out of it.
You could get a wild card quick at that age.
Well, she stood up and it was like a
okay. That's a dangerous one.
And she was like kind of embarrassed, and so I was like, "Don't worry, Grandma." And I like hiked my ass up on the couch and I fucking ripped a young tight asshole fart. It was like a like firecrackers.
What if you're? Don't worry, Grandma. You like peeled it to the side and you had like some kind of diarrhea. Like you were sorry. Or just a turd falls out of your shorts.
Or if I already shit my pants, I just pull a shit out from my pants. Or no, I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, Grandma," and I just come right on the counter. Just pull my dick out.
I mean, those are always options.
Yeah, don't worry, Grandma, I'm silly too. Just pull my penis out. Just firing shit all over the place. I'm wearing sweatpants too, dude. I've worn sweatpants 2 days in a row, man. My life is falling apart.
Oh, dude, I love sweatpants.
They're so good, man. I get into these habits, like, because I generally like to look at least semi-decent whenever I go out in public and shit, but my job, I'm not really like, yeah, I'm outside and stuff, but like I'm in my car and my windows are heavily tinted, so like I can wear whatever the fuck I want. It doesn't matter anymore. So now I'm beyond it, and I'm just wearing like hoodies and sweatpants all the time. I just always look like I'm looking for kids, pretty much.
I'm always in search of like the best sweatpant, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what's the magnum opus of sweatpants? That's what I want to find.
I'm not wearing them, I can tell you that much.
Same
Currently.
here. I want to find this luxurious sweatpant.
I had one that I had a pair of sweatpants that my mom had got me a long time ago, and they were fashioned in the same way as like tracksuit pants would be. They kind of look like tracksuit pants, but they were just like a nice material sweatpant. And I had this really comfortable sweater that went with it and shit, but it got stolen on a Greyhound bus along with my entire wardrobe when I was traveling between Clemson and Myrtle Beach one time. Like my entire wardrobe got stolen.
Yeah, well, then we need to bring this back.
We need to hunt for the
find some good
sweatpant.
sweatpants.
Dude, you know what I saw that surprised me the other day was like I was in Walmart and Reebok is in Walmart now. Like Reebok has fallen from grace. They sell sweatshirt, sweatpants combos at Walmart now. You can get like a Reebok tracksuit / sweatsuit looking thing for like probably around $50, $50 or $60. I was thinking about picking one up just because they actually look super comfortable.
Not a bad idea. But I want to find like a high-end sweatpant.
Yeah, I want like a
call in if you know the sweatpants.
I want a cashmere sweatpant.
Well, I don't like I got sweatpants on right now. I don't like the ones that cinch like taper towards the end of your
at the ankle.
Yeah, like,
yes, that's exactly what I'm wearing right now, and I swear to God, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I don't like it because like then I like try to sleep in them, and then they cinch up above like your calves and stuff, and I feel like, what is this? It's like, you know,
it's too much. I'm so glad you said that because I felt like that's one of those things where like it happens to you, and you're like, I'm the only one in the world dealing with this right now. It makes you feel alone.
Yeah, like I have to like try to peel it down.
Yeah,
like I need the loose ones, you know, like wherever I move, they move.
Just like that.
Yeah, come on, dog.
Hell yeah. Hey, Rabbi, bring that back.
Once
there was a girl. Had a lot of gout, couldn't move off the couch.
Wait.
He cooked a steak. Purine rich foods would fuck him up. Oh, man. Dude, every time I hate this cold weather because it's like making me realize I need more repairs on my car. Like I've got it just squeals so much when I start it up in the morning. And I'm just
you got belt issues?
Well, like I've had all the belts replaced when I first bought the whip. And so those are good. I've checked those. Those are fine.
And
but
what's squealing?
The squealing is like a bearing in one of the
It's not when you start it up, it's when you start moving?
It both. So like sometimes when I start it up, but almost every time whenever I go to back out and then put it in drive, it's like it squeals, and then once it warms up a little bit, it stops squealing.
That's not a bearing then. I mean, that's engine stuff.
What the fuck would be squealing like that? It sounds just like a belt issue, like when your belt is going off. Or
the fan? Did they replace like the fans and stuff?
No, I don't think so.
Those could be squeaking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to do some troubleshooting because I'm just not a car guy.
Couldn't quite explain it. They always just squeak.
Fuck my car. It's fucking loud. It makes me feel like such a douchebag in the morning, too, because like I said, I go to work really early, and so, you know, there's not a single light on down the street. You know, nobody's up yet, but I know, like, for a fact it's so loud that, like, someone somewhere is hearing it.
Oh, someone's mad at you, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, God damn it, because it's just not my style to be a loud piece of shit out in public. All the time. Only when I'm in a Best Buy with you or something.
Oh, yeah. Those are some of the best times.
Yeah, dude, I was at Best Buy a couple days ago, And it was just sometimes I like to just go up in there. Like, it's very rare that I buy anything when I go in there, but like if it's on the way home and I got some time to kill or something, I'll be like, I'll just, for old time's sake, I'll go walk around the video games or something. And I was just like reminiscing. I was like, this would be like, I'll think of funny shit to say, or I'll see something that I could like say to make somebody laugh. And I'm just like, man, my fucking friends are so far away that like, it doesn't.
I'm resorted to saying it in my head.
Yes.
And then laughing like a weirdo. Like, why is this guy laughing? He's by himself.
Yep. No, same here, dude. Same here. Yeah. I look like a fucking asshole.
Because I just thought it's something hilarious, and I'm laughing at it.
Yeah. There's one guy on this planet that would get what's happening in my head right now, and he's so far away, and it wouldn't make any sense for me to text the joke because it's not going to be funny over a text.
No.
It just blows.
Yeah.
We're at an hour 20. You want to call it now, or you want to go to like an hour and a half?
What do you mean we're at hour and 20? Well, no, we'll do 2 more minutes. We'll do an outro, and we'll end at 10 your time, 8 our time.
Oh, yeah, I guess we are right on the cusp of 10 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, man.
I mean, look, the bottom line is, like we've been saying, just try to have some fun with some people. Don't worry about what their views are on politics or, whatever. If they're your friend, let's just be friends.
Yeah, just don't be a fucking asshole. Try to have some fun.
Let's just have fun for a minute while we can.
I heard that. Well, everyone, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Kwanzaa, the Hanukkah, all that other bullshit that's out there. If you have anything you want to see on the Brass Tacks podcast, anything you want to have us show, send your suggestions to therealbrasstacks@gmail.com. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the stream if you liked it. If you didn't like it, go put a gun in your mouth. And Merry Christmas again. We'll see you soon. Peace out. Ooh, I hit the post.
Free Robbie.
Yeah, free Rabbi Red Eye. Ride like the wind to be free again. Motherfucker. And I've got such a long way to go. Such a long way to go.